Podcast.
Featuring me.
Me.
And me.
And the other me. That's Martijn.
Oh, wow, okay.
So this is a bit of a late podcast. Well, I guess it's the 25th podcast, but we decided we wanted to do less podcasts because we thought there wasn't that much to talk about, right?
Is there much to talk about now, though?
Yes!
Okay.
I think it's better if we have something to talk about and then we can all just...
Yeah.
It's more interesting that way.
Yeah, true. So now you'll probably see a podcast here and there.
Well, basically, I just really wanted to do a podcast for some reason.
That's basically
Yeah, it's mostly, the thing is that mostly Florian listens to a lot of podcasts.
I like to.
So he likes and he likes doing podcasts.
Yes.
I
hates it.
I never listen to podcasts. No, I like podcasts.
Yeah.
I listen to the game one.
Oh, Cool Games Inc.
Cool Games Inc. And I listen to a part of the Tavern.
Yeah.
Or the magical...
Behind the Magic Tavern?
Behind the Magic Tavern, yeah.
Something like that?
But that's about it, I guess.
I just don't give a shit, so...
I mean, you mean making podcasts or listening to podcasts?
I only listen to the Auntie Donna one.
Yeah.
I also always think of Mike Falzone. He's a comedian, American comedian. He has a YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
And he always says that, he says it a lot, not everybody has to have a podcast.
Yeah. So, welcome to the Pegbarians podcast.
Yeah, so that's like, I don't know. I think we have some interesting stuff to say, but we don't have to have like a weekly podcast.
Nope.
Thank God. I'm not in a good mood right now, so...
So why don't we talk about that? No, we were gonna talk about YouTube.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, that's shit. Yeah, that's really gonna help.
Well,
YouTube.
No, we just had a discussion about how much money we earn with Patreon and YouTube, and we're basically doing stuff for other YouTubers to earn money and stuff for some Dutch clients.
So here's the situation. We are 3 guys who have one small company.
Yeah.
And this is our full-time job to animate.
Podcasts is a full-time job.
No, not podcasting.
To animate. Yep.
And making stuff and writing stories and whatever comes along with animating. And sometimes it's more explanationals, videos. Sometimes it's more character-driven, like the final stuff that we do. But the thing is that a company's goal is to make money, and we are basically
have 2 jobs.
Basically 2 jobs, and that's one is doing stuff for the actual money to live and pay the rent and everything, and the other is to make stuff for YouTube and for you guys, and because we like it.
Because we still want to do our own stuff as well. And we really thought like, well, okay, how much money do we need to just live off of it? Or how much money would be great to have from YouTube videos and from
so that we can pay
Patreon and stuff. That would be around 3,000 euros.
Yeah, that's just like the minimum, but I'll be very happy with that, because then I would be able to have a little bit of money and pay off all my rents. Yep. And then I can do like one extra job. Yep. And then I'm good to go. And like right now, I'm in some money problems. No, not really. I'm not in the. He's not in the hole. I'm not in the hole yet.
You're looking at the hole.
But you're
sitting next to the hole, and someone can push you down if you wanted to.
And I'm like, I really want to make stuff, because I want to make a series now on our YouTube channel. Yep. But the thing is that I have so little money that there's a lot of stress, and there's a lot of, oh shit, I gotta quickly make some stuff and get some money so that I can live.
Yep, because we just had our 4th year anniversary. I think it was in March. February. 8th February is our anniversary.
Since the channel exists. Our company exists for, 3 years?
Yep.
1
year. 2 years? No, 2 years.
And then we've been looking like, okay, we've got 290,000 subscribers almost in 4 years. How much do we need, and how much effort are we going to put into this? How much do we think is okay before we reach our goal and we think, this was worth it?
And to which point do we think it's pointless to expect any type of
because we don't have
return from,
because we're animators.
Yes,
and we're never gonna make a living on YouTube, especially not since it's rapidly declining at the moment.
Yep.
So in my opinion, I think we should look at something else,
like Twitch,
or like, I don't know, VidMe. I don't know if VidMe ever gonna get anywhere,
but
I hope it do. But something else, man.
Yeah, but if we go to VidMe and throw our stuff on there, then it also helps if lots of people go somewhere else instead of YouTube. Yeah. Then YouTube's got no competition right now. 0.
And they need it.
So they need competition. Yeah. So people don't get fucked over.
Competition is a good thing, guys. It's a good thing.
That's the whole thing about like the old capitalistic system. It's all about selling a product, but you have to have competition in order to. It's not allowed to have a monopoly on one product, because then if you don't have to compete, you don't have to improve. Yeah. And that's kind of what's happening with YouTube. In a way, it doesn't have to owe up to anything, because there's no like, oh, fuck you, YouTube, we go to the next video thing because we don't like what you're doing with the content ID rights and everything.
It would have been great if YouTube didn't get bought out by Google, because you had Google Video, and then Google decided to buy YouTube, and if they would have still been separate, then they would have competed with each other.
Yeah, right now we live in a state of what's I've heard has been called neo-capitalism, and it's basically capitalism without all those rules, those pesky rules that you cannot have a monopoly and everything.
Okay.
So it's everything's going to shit. Whether or not you're a supporter of capitalism or not, right? The system that we are in right now is getting destroyed. It's getting completely everything. There's a few companies owning basically everything, and it's not good.
If you're a fan of shit going to hell, then it's great.
If you're a fan of that, then cool.
But that's a twist. If you thought this was like a podcast about animation, no, it's a political one. It's a political podcast.
Okay, let's get back on track.
Well,
so
wake up, sheeple.
We have
that's my thoughts on that.
We made a yearly plan, which is great. I think it worked, but we don't have a future plan. Like when are we settled with our shit? When are we independent? So I think we might need a plan for that too.
You have to look at it. If you're a company, you're always working towards earning more money or expanding your business, expanding your reach, and you do that with money. You know, if we were to do only stuff that makes us money, then we can look at a bigger office. And if we look at a bigger office, because we have more money, we can hire people to work for us, and we can do bigger projects and everything. But because we are putting so much of our time
in YouTube,
in free stuff,
specifically
we
YouTube.
are kind of stuck. We can't grow in any way.
Yeah, because we're just waiting for subscribers, and that's really a weird thing to wait on. Like, when we get that many subscribers, it's gonna be okay.
And of course, it's fine if you want to stay small and everything. But it's.
I think if we've got 1 million subscribers, it's still not gonna be enough.
It's never gonna be enough.
Do you think?
I don't know. I think if we have 1 million, we have quite a reach.
I'm not like, I don't know. It depends on how you do it. Like, I mean, there's a few animators that have 1 million subscribers. What are they doing?
Doing stuff for someone else, probably.
Yeah, they're just freelancers.
Yep.
I don't mind being a freelancer, but I don't know. I'd rather just see my YouTube channel as a way to reach out to people instead of as a way to make money, because that hasn't happened in the 4 years we've been doing this. So I'm not going to put my trust in it anymore.
No, and I don't think that's what our idea is. It would have been it would be nice.
Yeah,
but it's not the idea for it. And
no, it's not. It's not the reason why we were doing it.
Because a few days ago, that like some other artists contacted us through an email saying like, hey, we're illustrators, I believe, but we're now like kind of developing, like we're growing towards a animation studio kind of thing, and we're looking at, we want to kind of like monetize our work.
Yeah.
And I said, well,
shit.
Oh boy, do I have news for you? That's not gonna work. Well, it's gonna work for small amounts, but you're never gonna make a living out of your animation stuff on the internet, because it's just not made for it anymore.
Yeah.
And then you have your services that like claim to be like a more suitable place for animators, but there's none because everything is all quantity over quality. It's all like
Well, I'm getting it. I think if I just look at VidMe, it's a good start because people can donate on your video.
Somewhere.
Like, I like this video, I'll give you $1 for making this video. So that's pretty
interesting service.
But the thing is, if someone wants to compete with YouTube, they have to be way better than YouTube before people are going to go there. It has to be so much better.
It doesn't have to be better.
Yes, it does. Because people have to migrate. Viable. People have to migrate from YouTube to somewhere else, and they only will do that if it's way better. If it's the same, then they're like, whatever, I'm just staying on YouTube.
Yeah, but no, but it doesn't have to be better. It has to be viable for starters. Like VidMe is working on its like creative program.
Yeah.
With monetization and stuff, and if that's ever gonna, because I subscribe to us for the newsletter, because I actually want to keep an eye on that.
Well, it has to be
better. But as soon as there's a place
where
you can actually make a living,
yes,
as a video creator, then there's a viable option. But it doesn't have to be better. It just has to be better.
It's
in
about
a way that's
the audience. It's about people getting to go there. It's not really about
exactly
anything else.
It's also about if if something is a little bit better, then you're still like, oh, but I know YouTube and I'm sticking to YouTube.
I'm a customer of YouTube's, and there's a lot of content creators there. Why would I go to VidMe right now?
I like.
What if they move?
I like a lot of stuff.
What if the big what if the entirety of I don't know, some big like Yogscast, for instance, or like the entirety of the group from the three Black Dot group, like, you know, Vanos Gaming, Delirious, that kind of stuff. If they all move to a different platform, of course their audience is gonna follow them.
Yeah, but
that's because their close audience.
It has to be better for them to go to the other place. They're not just gonna move and lose a lot of people just because it's the same.
Yeah, but now but first you said it's all about the audience.
No, Thijs said it's all about.
It's all about but it's not. It's about the creators.
It's about the creators.
The creators have to. If
the audience will
pick
go
a
where the
platform,
is,
the audience will follow.
I think so.
But the problem is there's no platform.
Yeah,
well, it's also a little bit like I like a lot of stuff that's on Vimeo, but Vimeo's player is really shitty, so I don't want to go there.
Yeah, I never go to Vimeo anymore.
No.
Never.
No, because there's just.
But there are lots of.
There's really cool stuff on there, but I just prefer YouTube's, like, you know, for all its flaws, I do just prefer YouTube's like UI and system up until a point. You know, as a viewer, it's not too bad. As a user, as a creator, it's a lot worse.
Yeah, as a viewer, it's great, but as a creator, it's not.
It's terrible. Yeah.
Speaking of, that's what I wanted. What should we end this segment? But do you still want to talk about the future?
No.
I hope VidMe is getting somewhere. I hope VidMe will have a really bright future. That's what I'm hoping for.
We should make a plan on how if it's still viable to keep on making. Oh, what I wanted to say, by the way, is because I said like a couple of weeks ago, like we should make more animated stuff or better animations because we get more views.
Yeah.
And if you create 4 videos which are okay, then you're gonna get maybe like 80,000 views. But if you make one really good video in a month, you get a million views, maybe, if it depends if it's really good.
Well, if it's really popular, which means if there's a popular pop culture reference in it.
Yes. But if you're gonna think like, oh fuck YouTube anyway, we could also just create what you want to create. Like if I want to create a stupid video of 10 seconds because it's dumb, then just don't care about YouTube at all. That's what you also talked a little bit about. We shouldn't care about YouTube anymore.
I want to not care about YouTube anymore.
I think
because I don't.
Our audience
I already don't care about YouTube anymore. But I want to, like, as a company as well, not care about YouTube anymore.
Yes, but maybe it's then okay. I'm gonna make this video in a week, and then you should just realize what kind of views you're gonna get.
Well, yeah, because the thing is, like, I want to replace it. Like, I think Twitch will be a good thing to try and just keep streaming, because that's streamed. That's the past tense.
We all
streamed yesterday
sometimes.
for like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun.
Yes.
That was the little bit of, like, that was the bright moment of my day, because the rest of the day was shit, and I'm still feeling like shit, and so I'm gonna stream in like half an hour, hopefully.
Before you know it, you need your stream fix every day.
Oh, fine, yeah, you know, because I know a few streamers, and they also say, like, you know, when I feel shit, I'll just go and do a stream, and then I'll feel better. Yeah,
wow.
Maybe that'll work for me, and maybe if you keep going, if you keep at it for like days and days, you stream every, like, on a nice schedule or something, you stream, like, I don't know, consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know, it could go somewhere, and that's what I want to try, because YouTube's not going to go anywhere. So, you know,
it's
it's
the anti-YouTube
stagnating
podcast.
Oh yeah, for me, yeah. I mean, I especially after today, after like, was it yesterday?
Yes, and that's what I want to talk about.
On to the new topic.
On to the new topic. We got a strike.
Yeah.
Someone claimed my video.
Well,
our
someone,
video,
it was
Bandai. It was
Bandai.
Bandai
Visual.
Bandai Visual really, someone manually claimed it. The AAA, awesome, amazing animation analysis of One Punch Man, because it had copyrighted content in it, I guess. But the thing is, it falls under fair use, because it's you had like 4 points. It's not derogatory, or it doesn't get fans away from the original work. It's transformative.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we did have ads on it, and I mailed them, and I said, I can just take the ads off if you like. But it's basically, the video is praising One Punch Man and the
very
animation
heavily
in it. And people in the comments were like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy all the DVDs now," and stuff like that. Not that that is a good argument, but
it kind of like emphasizes the last point of, like, it's not in any way destructive.
Yes, that's
or
true.
Or competing. Like, how can we? Because that's also, like, it's not like it's we're an alternative to buying the DVD.
Yes,
no, it's not.
Yes. No, it just had a couple of scenes from the first episode.
Repeated,
and just me telling it why it's so good. And it's shitty because I worked a month on it, and then it just gets flagged or claimed.
Well, no, there's no. It was DMCA takedown.
DMCA
so
takedown.
Just the video was completely taken down from the internet.
And then the thing is,
which is like when it comes to YouTube stuff, you have like a few like the way that YouTube can deal with it, or like with the way that content owners can deal with copyrighted content. Is there's a few options. One is like content ID claim, which makes it that either your revenue that you generate from the video, like all the money, will either just be disabled, so revenue is disabled.
Like with Pokemon
monetization is disabled, or the revenue goes towards the owner of the content.
Yes,
like Nintendo does.
Yes.
Which also a dick move, by the way. Fuck Nintendo.
And I would have thought like, okay, well, whatever.
But the worst you can get, that's the DMCA takedown notice, because then you get a strike and everything.
And they didn't even mail us because I think because it was a Japanese email address, they don't understood what I was saying, and they thought like, oh, they're just showing stuff of One Punch Man. So
the crazy thing is that there's so much completely ripped stuff from
like
episodes, full episodes online, and those are still standing.
And those are still up there, and there's one thing that's like 3 million views.
Yeah, and it was just a fight between the two guys.
Scene.
And he put under it, this is under fair use because
which it wasn't,
which it isn't because of this claim, and it's not fair use because you just take a thing and put it online.
Basically, if you want to know what fair use is, to summarize it, fair use means that you use content from someone else to kind of like build on your own original idea and content. So a review, like an example of like a topic, like you're using One Punch Man content.
It's like how Disney used to make fairy tales into animated movies.
Oh, probably, yeah.
That's the whole thing.
It's like it's fair use means that you just kind of use it to kind of like make a point, or like to make use as an example or anything like that. Reviews fall under it.
Is like in the good old days without TV and everything.
Yeah,
there used to be stories, and the stories get retold, and this way people could take their own spin on it, like with books and like whatever.
Yeah, fair use is meant to allow people to be creative with already existing material, which is fine, and that's what the AA falls under as well. Animation analysis is just, it falls under fair use because you're not uploading a whole video. Because I actually had this discussion with someone who did that. They just uploaded Vanos gaming videos completely and then used a a disclaimer at the start of the video saying this is fair use, and I told them like, because there's thousands of people do this. Thousands of people like steal Vanos Gaming animated videos, and we can't really do anything about it because it's Vanos Gaming's, it's Vanos' property. We sold it to him, but like it's like normally I just ignore it because I can't do anything about it. But this guy used a fair use claim, and it's like, okay, now I'm just gonna tell you how it works, because that's not how it works. And I told him a comment, and he was like super scared. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, do I need to take it down? I'm so sorry." And he's like started commenting on our YouTube page, like on like a personal message and shit. He got so fucking scared. And we fall into fair use. So Bandai is literally breaking the law right now.
Yep. But the thing is, YouTube is also scared of things. In their eyes, it's just like, it's easier to just automatically, I guess, sort of automatically, if they put in a claim, to take it down and then later see if it's fair use or not, instead of it being on there, because they probably get claims.
But in the case of a DMCA takedown notice, it means that you lose your video for 3,
and you get a strike.
For not doing anything wrong.
With 3 strikes?
With 3 strikes within 3 months. 3 strikes means that you lose your channel.
Yeah. So guys, if you want us to die, just put 2 more strikes on our videos, and then
you can't, because you can.
You can.
If it turns out that you are lying, you can actually be dragged to court. So maybe not do that.
Don't do that. Except if you don't care about your life.
Fine. If you're completely
don't fuck us up.
But the thing is of course I like to put it on YouTube because that's where our biggest audience is. And if it's like this, then I'm thinking like, oh, I'm not gonna make an AA anymore, or maybe
exactly,
because if it's gonna be taken down, then fuck it.
Yeah, then all your time and energy that you put into those, it's just gonna get taken down.
Yep.
Yep.
So
it's another sad note.
That's my topic.
Welcome to
sadness.
the most depressing podcast we've ever done.
It's fine.
We've had
I can raise my voice.
rough
It'll be funny.
Fun. I can do a funny. What do the funny voice?
Yep. Thijs, you got a topic?
I'm gonna be working on a series. That was the plan.
Woo.
I wanted to do it earlier, but the money stuff got in the way. And
money got out of the way.
Get out of the way, yeah. I had like 2 jobs that both canceled, and that kind of fucked my timing up, my rhythm up.
Yeah.
Of how much paid work I do and how much stuff I do for the channel.
Did you put some effort in there as well, right? Or they just canceled like, oh, we can do it. Okay, never mind. Or did you make some sketches as well?
No, I didn't have to do that. But there were still like emails back and forth and waiting for answers, and then
because sometimes they're like, oh, okay, you make a couple of sketches, and then you make them, and they're like, okay, we'll forget it.
Yeah. That happened before.
You just got screwed.
I did like a whole animatic, and then I did a second one and a third one, and then they were like, nope, we don't.
And you didn't get paid?
I still got paid for the work,
yeah.
But way less because
you invest your time into a bigger thing.
Yeah, and there was a lot of back and forth, and there's a lot of time wasted.
Yep.
That's very annoying.
But you're gonna make a series?
I want to make. I want to go back to my own style. Maybe
the coat style.
The coat style. The what you
Purple
guys
everywhere.
reminded of Summer Jack style.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that Florian and Martijn really have their own how you call it? Their own
series or something,
signature things on the channel.
Yep.
Like you will recognize when Florian made something or when Martijn made something. But the things that I make the most are the short chops, with the 3 Pegbarians in them.
Yep.
And that's
more of the channel brand.
That's more of the channel brand. Yeah.
Yep.
So now I really want to focus more on
bringing your own stuff to the table.
Your own style and stuff to the table. Yeah. And you guys, from what I've read in the comments of Code and of my old video, Fishbait Murder Trial, is that you guys liked it. And I really want to make a series, so I'm going to combine those things. I'm going to make a short series. They're going to be either 30 seconds long or a minute long, depending on how much time it costs and how much I can fit into those episodes. And they're going to be hella abstract. But I'm going to add some voice acting maybe, and I'm going to do some some cool plans for it. Cool. Yeah, and it's going to be personal. It's going to be a personal story as well. So
that's good.
So what I learned from Florian, from him going to animation,
ASF, Animation Sans Frontières.
Yeah, that French stuff.
Yeah. Animation Without Borders.
Animation Without Borders. Is that it's the best? You make the best product if you put yourself into it.
Yeah, it's true.
And the thing is, like, if the example that's being set, especially when you go for if you want to get paid, if you want like a subsidy,
subsidized.
If you want to have subsidized
funding, I guess
funding for it, there's like 100 filmmakers and there's like 3 fundings that they can give away. Then if you come up with, I'm gonna make this film about a fisherman and he's a fisherman and it's gonna be this drama and blah blah blah. There's a good chance there's like 3 other people that have fisherman stories. But those 3 other people, if they are themselves fishermen, and you aren't, then on paper it looks like, those guys are experts, and they're not. So if you tell a tale from your own perspective, from your own emotion, and from your own experience, that way you get something that's far more truer to you.
Yeah,
and a deeper, you can get a deeper story and a deeper thing.
True.
So that's what I'm going to pursue.
And speaking of new content, we're also going to put a D&D Dungeons & Dragons thing.
Yes.
With our good friend and neighbor Robin next to us.
Yeah.
We already recorded a 2 hour thing, I guess.
Yeah, like a 2 episode thing.
Yeah, I guess it's going to be edited to like maybe 2 30-minute episode thing. But we played D&D, and he was the dungeon master. and he made all kinds of props together with Martijn.
Yep.
And it's got filmed. The production quality is pretty high, actually.
For our standards, it's insanely high, yeah.
Because Robin is a filmmaker, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he even got Tom, also our neighbor, to do the audio and to do the filming as well.
Who is also a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
we got a bunch of filmmakers making filming.
He also did the
stupid costumes.
The spider.
Yeah. The Loot Crate Spider one, he filmed that one too.
Yeah, and he edited one as well.
Yeah.
It's a good edit.
He's good.
I think we're a bit lacking in video editing because we've got so much footage. We're not used to getting so much footage.
Yeah.
Because
we kind of like this is idea. Okay, we're gonna shoot this shot. This is shot number 1. Oh, yeah. 6 seconds long. Not longer than that.
Yeah.
Then next shot. That's how we do it mostly. And
they're like
it's almost like we weren't, we didn't have proper education to do filmmaking.
Yeah.
Instead we had animation. It's almost like that.
Yeah. The thing is with animation, you can't have like extra footage. You can't just let the camera roll and whatever.
No, you have to actually make the extra.
You have to actually make the visuals. So what we do, the editing phase is in the animatic phase.
Yes.
So you just draw the animatic, you draw the storyboard, I guess.
Because you're not gonna animate an extra 10 seconds for 1 week.
But you can make a sketch of a new drawing for a new shot. So then you look at it, and then you do it again. Then you edit it up until it's done, and then that's your movie.
It really is something else, guys. Really is something else.
It really is.
Yes.
Okay. Let's. Do you guys want to say anything more?
Thank you guys. Thanks for your support.
Yeah, thanks for your support, man.
Because
I'm also doing a series, but that's fine. I'll talk about it next time.
Let's talk about it. Talk about it. People want to know about the series. New content.
All right. I'm working on a big, also D&D related series. That's
just gonna be D&D.
Gonna take months and months of work, but I think it's gonna be funny. Where I ask people I know, YouTubers, or other like internet personalities,
like all other animators and other people. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
To venture in my dungeon, to go through my dungeon and try to find a treasure room. That sounds like a sexual innuendo. Yeah. It's basically I designed a dungeon. It's a massive maze, and every room has a challenge. And if they make it to the end, then I will make an animation. I'll make an animation of anything they want, no strings attached at all. Like anything they want, I'll animate, which is obviously not something
you want to.
I want to do. So I made the maze really hard. It's possible to finish it, but it's fucking hard.
It's like D&D.
It's Dark Souls. Dark Souls and Dungeons and Dark Souls.
That's Dungeons and Dark Souls.
Dungeons and Dark Souls.
And it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be kind of like a little bit like AQQ, A Questionable Quest.
But only with one person on the other end.
Yeah, just one person. And then what happens is that the dungeon is like consistent. Or persistent. I don't know. There's a gaming
persistent
term for it.
I think
persistent through the whole series. So if someone changes something about the dungeon, like they break a door, or they kill a monster, or whatever, that will stay like that until the next person goes through. Or like if they die and they leave a pretty corpse somewhere on the ground, the other person will see said pretty corpse and can loot it and can continue with the items that, or
grab their stuff,
cut off their heads, put it on their head.
So you gotta be like the last guy and then just steal all the stuff. So
basically everything. It's gonna be cluttered with corpses after a while. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Exactly. So the thing is that it's taken way more time. Well, it's not taken way more time than I was expecting. It's just taken a long time.
It's taken exactly the amount, and you thought, oh shit, it really takes
a lot of time.
But it's cool. I mean, you're doing some cool 3D stuff in there.
This is a personal project that I wanted to do for a while, and I'm just gonna because I've worked on in January. I worked the whole month of January. I just worked on stuff to make money, and so now I have a few
extra bucks.
Yeah, a few months of just whatever I want.
But you're also doing new stuff, After Effects stuff.
Yeah. I'm doing. This is gonna include After Effects, like 3D, almost 3D, like Paper Mario. It's Paper Mario. It's basically Paper Mario. What I'm doing.
That's pretty cool.
Because I wanted to do something else. I was done with the fucking like the same old shit every time. I wanted to try something out.
Because
I'm doing something like unnecessarily elaborate, which is exactly in my alley. Doing things that are overly complicated.
Because it can basically, it could be it could have been a podcast, maybe.
It could have been a podcast.
Yes.
And it's basically a podcast because there's no visual aids during the recording. It's just me explaining to them what their situation is. And then after that, I'm going to animate it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mention that. I'm going to animate the episodes after it's recorded.
And the first episode is 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Maybe so you can take a little bit off of that? Or is
no, that's all. That's all the fat cut off already.
God damn.
So I have to animate 15 seconds of animation. This is going to be a long march.
Well, it's going to be
15
easier.
minutes, right?
Huh?
15 minutes.
15 minutes of animation. Yes.
But
I'm trying. That's the thing. That's what this whole system is. The whole After Effects system is for. I want to save time by making assets, which is normally what we never do. We never use assets. It's all like on the fly. We make it. During there's nothing. Almost nothing gets recycled at all.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to do a lot of recycling, which is going to be time saving, hopefully.
Hopefully.
I never have to draw backgrounds because I'll just make one background.
Say if you did it in the streaming adventure style, you would be done in a week.
Yes.
With 50 minutes. But then it would have no color, no animation.
Nothing.
No nothing.
Yep.
Just animatic style.
I think I know. I can finish that in a week.
Maybe 3 days, 4 days.
Yeah. Just making little simple drawings.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a long month.
What's the goal?
But it's gonna be worth it because I'm more like once I'm actually because I hate making animatics, so I'm not having fun with that. But I'm having fun making the rooms and creating all the assets, and it's a lot of fun. It's something I haven't done for years. So
do you want to reveal the name already?
It's Fort of the Fallen. Fort of the Fallen is the name.
Fort of the Fallen.
I tried to change the name, but we couldn't think of anything that was better. So
Fort of the Fallen.
Fort of the Fallen is going to be the name.
Well, it makes sense because so many people are going to die in there.
Yes.
So it's the Fort of the Fallen.
I hope so. Otherwise, I'm going to have more work.
Yeah. Then after the second one, they're like, "Oh, you did it."
I also had an idea. Like, if they lose, I'm just going to make like this full color drawing of the moment of their death.
People. Yeah.
Yeah, the moment of the death, and I'm going to just like make this like.
That's cool.
Hall of Shame where they just get hung up.
Oh, that's awesome.
With their portrait of their death. That's
and then you should make a site and you could click on each one of them and see their episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Damn, we need Pegbarians.com like running because we have the domain. We don't actually do anything with it.
Yeah. You just pay money for it.
So much more stuff to do.
Oh man, we need a manager. If any of you have like any experience in managing YouTube channels, then please contact us because we
and managing like shows,
videos, content, that kind of stuff.
If anyone wants to hang out with 3 cool guys who can't pay them,
debatable,
and you can sit in our office and help us out.
Yeah, if you're like if you're an intern,
we could really use it.
Yeah,
but
maybe we should get an intern that doesn't do animation but actually does management.
But now then we can't learn them anything. Well,
teach them anything.
Yeah, sorry. I guess they
can't
would
learn
teach themselves.
Anyway.
Or they can teach us.
Yeah,
that's what I need.
That's the point.
We are the interns.
Okay.
No, we can tell them all about the shitty world of YouTube and social media. I don't know.
Don't yawn on the podcast.
Thanks. How dare you be tired?
But guys,
the sun came through, and I'm like, "Well, it's so beautiful outside.
Shush.
Why are we here?
Shush.
On the inside.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer."
It is a nice day. Well, anyway, guys, thank you for your nice words after the strike and stuff, and
and thanks for your support.
For all your support.
We love you guys.
Yeah.
We love doing this stuff for you.
Yes,
we do.
I love it. I'm loving it.
He's just beaming. You can't see Martijn, but he's beaming with a big smile on his face. Such a happy guy.
I'm so happy.
Okay, guys, so this was the 25th podcast. We'll make some more when we got something to talk about.
We're very sorry.
Well, not for a while, because Mr. Florian is going back to us animation software.
He's going to leave us again.
Yes.
Luckily, it's going to be last time. After that, it's going to be ball and chains, dude.
Shit.
Yeah.
Ain't no rest for the wicked.
I'll put down a little mattress for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll make a little kitchen.
Okay.
What else do you need? Your own
maybe a toilet.
And a small, 1x1 masturbatorium
Sounds good.
What? A masturbatorium?
Yeah.
You don't have
Sounds
a masturbatorium in your house? I have a masturbatorium in my house.
It's also called the shame corner. Or the
shame corner.
The shame chamber.
The chamber.
The chamber.
The chamber.
I stole that from another podcast.
Oh. I didn't.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I don't even listen to podcasts.
Bye.
Psych.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We're sorry.
I'm not. Bye.
Bye-bye.